What's up, everybody? Good evening. Welcome to another episode of the All Talk Show. This is episode number 11. This is a podcast where anything goes and everything is open for discussion. So if you guys have a topic that you want us to talk about and get into for one reason or another, whether it could be something we've covered in the past or something new or something in the news or something that you just want to pick our brains about or whatever the hell, there are lots of ways where you can participate. You can call into the show, 760-512-7247 or 713-955-0363 or through Skype. Or you can just chat in the chat that we have going on there on Blog Talk Radio right now. We're doing this live, as we normally do. Except for the last episode, we didn't do that one live. But that's because that was really on the fly. But nonetheless, we want to get you guys to get involved as much as possible. But let's introduce everybody on the panel. I am Tony Mango, your host, per usual. And I've got some of the regular names that you guys should recognize by now if you've been following all of our other stuff. We've got on the soundboard Mr. Mike Paden. That gun nut. It's fucking weird. We've got Steven Wago.
I enjoy that we have Samoa Joe's theme as the opening.
And we've got Miguel Leon.
Hey, everybody.
And later on, we might have some other people popping up. Who knows who?
Where
why.
in the world is...
Oh, he'll be here later to fuck up the recording.
Yeah.
You said that a little creepily.
Yeah, you did. I was almost expecting something to follow it.
Yeah, I wonder what.
Probably something racist.
Maybe. We're sexist.
I haven't had a chance to go back to that that clip of Smark Out where I dropped the heart in.
Maybe you should listen to some of the other things that Waco's been trying to make with that sound clip. So, what are you guys up to today? Anything happening?
I had a date today. We went out to a sushi bar down in Orlando. It was actually really nice.
Did you finger banger?
No, it was a first date, so it was very casual.
Guess who's good at that, though?
It went well. I know it went well, so hopefully I'm looking forward to a second date soon enough.
How do you know for sure that it went well?
She told me.
Well then, you definitely
Paden's
know.
over here blowing his nose.
The women, they be lying and shit.
Oh, what's up, Booker?
Getting all the money.
Ah, shucky ducky quack quack.
So who is this lovely young lass?
She's somebody I met through one of the dating sites I go through.
Tinder.
She's really nice.
Grinder.
Paden
Oh
found
no,
his-
not
Paden
Grindr.
found his grinder, and he's been in a great relationship since.
Yeah.
Relationship's a little stale, but you know.
Yeah, if we're looking for stuff to talk about, I can talk about something else. Earlier this week. In other words, I don't really feel like talking anymore about how my date went. But
Oh, see, I'm curious now.
Couldn't have gone that well then.
it was just a regular dinner date. We had some sushi. We talked about our interests.
Oh
you know.
my god, talk about someone other than yourself, Miguel. Jeez.
So did you want to give her your reasons why you hate her dad, or is that just a Drew thing?
It's just a joke. If I guess her name, will you tell us?
You get 3 guesses.
Shaniqua.
No,
Shakoya Maria.
no,
Take out the Maria.
no.
Fatty McFatflaps.
That's not nice.
I'm gonna say her name was Heather.
No, actually. And that was like more than 3, so...
No, you didn't say 3 altogether. That's 3 per person.
Mm-hmm.
Is this like that scene from Ted where it's just like rapid fire? Dude, I met this really nice girl, this really like trashy girl. All right. What's her name? Oh, you got to think of it. All right. Brandy? Tammy? Cindy? Mary? No.
Was it any of those?
No.
Pauline.
No.
Jolene.
Nope.
Travis Goss.
Fuck off.
Oh.
Well,
When
she
did
wasn't
Goss
that lovely
turn into-
unless she was Courtney.
When did Goss turn into Paul Bearer all of a sudden?
He's been Paul Bearer for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're behind the curve on that one.
he's been Paul Bearer. He's been
Fire
falling off a
trucks.
cliff.
Oh yes.
Oh god!
I had way too much fun doing that. We'll get an answer later on about what her name was, then we'll stalk her and, you know.
She might meet up with Jerk.
See, this is why I'm not telling any of you fuckers.
You know better than to tell.
Yeah, I know better than that. I shouldn't even have said I went on a date, but it was either that or, well, I was going to talk about the other thing I did this week anyway, just to get you guys' thoughts. But
What was that?
I got a chance to see Mad Max Fury Road. Have you guys seen that movie?
I haven't, but I've been hearing nothing but good things.
Oh, it's awesome, dude. It's one of the best action movies I've seen in such a long time. It's like that. It's like those old school action movies where it's like huge set pieces of action. It's not all just like CGI backdrops. Like some of the stunts in this movie are like, I'm amazed they were able to pull some of this off without killing people. It's an amazing movie.
Who said they didn't?
Oh, there hasn't been any sort of reports or anything like that.
Yeah, well, there wasn't when that movie with the cat and the dog first came out either. It took a while for that to come out.
The cat and the dog?
Yeah, well, you know that movie from the 80s that's about that cat and the dog venturing through the woods?
Milo and Otis?
Oh, Homework.
Milo and Otis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Milo and Otis.
Yeah, I bet so many people died during Mad Max. Like 20.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, the first one maybe, you know, because that was back in like what, the late 70s, and that was an Australian film, so could have.
Who died during Milo and Otis?
Milo and Otis?
Really?
Like 40 times, dude. Really? You didn't know about that?
No, I've only seen bits and pieces of the movie. And
Oh my god, no, dude. This is like a big, huge thing. Like, the filming of Milo and Otis, since it was filmed in Japan, where they have, like, no standards, they, like, to film some of those scenes, they killed, like, seriously, like, 40 cats and dogs to make that movie. Like, think about what goes on in that movie. Like, they're just, like, confronting alligators and, like, jumping off cliffs and shit. And they weren't, like, special effects or anything. They just fucking set up a camera and threw a fucking cat off a cliff.
That's awful. I hope that they didn't do that for Mad Max.
No, of course not.
Like, this is the scene where somebody gets run over. Who wants to take the hit?
Dude, some of the stuff in that movie was crazy, man. The one that everybody talks about is the Rock Rider. He's that guy in the red bodysuit with the flamethrower guitar.
Oh, yeah.
No idea.
He's
what
on
that
that
is.
truck. It's just nothing but speakers.
I've seen GIFs about it. It's pretty cool.
That is awesome. But there's
You
so
seen
many...
any GIFs about it?
Nope. Only GIFs.
Probably not that good then.
Choosy Paden's choose gifs.
Boo.
I've been hearing great things. I've been hearing from a lot of people that it's a very feminist film, and some people are complaining about that.
They say it's a feminist movie because the main characters end up meeting this like female tribe of like Indian warriors.
And they're like badasses, and they
Yeah, they
don't
are,
just
actually.
like need saving and stuff. And you know,
Yeah.
it's probably a line in the movie.
And to be fair, as a main character, the actual Max character really doesn't do much. It really is Charlize Theron's movie for the most part, and she does a great job. I really bought her character.
I'm curious. I might be checking it out. It all depends. Depends on how much I want to put into seeing a lot of the other movies this year, because we went through our whole big movie 2015 summer breakdown a couple days ago, and a lot of them look like garbage. So it's gonna.
San Andreas looks like shit. That's the one movie that I'm not looking forward to at all.
Yeah, but Pigeon looks pretty sweet.
That is true. Pigeon might be getting my money. But I don't know.
I don't even know what that movie is. Pigeon?
It's about pigeons.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure
There's
that they
this
kill
one
like lots
scene-
of pigeons when they're filming it.
Yeah, like I think they actually just put a wood chipper in front of pigeons that they're releasing.
Are you talking about like TLC pigeons?
TLC and S?
Tables, ladders, and chairs and pigeons?
No, remember like TLC had that song No Scrubs, and then like to go like back on it, some dudes made a song called No Pigeons.
I didn't even know about that. How does that go?
I
like
don't
basically the
want
same-
no pigeons. I actually don't know anymore. It was fucking like decade ago, dude.
That was 2 decades ago. That
Yeah,
was
that
like
was
late
a
90s.
long fucking time ago.
You know, it's a better song though. Creep.
By TLC?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought you were talking about the one by Radiohead.
No,
that's
creep
better
by
than
pigeons.
the TLC one even.
I gotta disagree. I love Creep by Radiohead.
No, I'm saying Creep by Radiohead's better than TLC Creep.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
but what about Pigeon Head?
If there was a band called Pigeon Head,
There probably is. That sounds like an early '90s like alt rock band like Primus or something. Like
Like a Green
I can
Day
see them
kinda
open.
thing.
Yeah, I can see them opening up for like Primus at like Due 2 or whatever, '93 or something. Like
Due
first
2.
up on the first up on the stage, it's Pigeon Head.
Oh, you just went full Calen there.
I'd listen to Pigeon Head.
I used to play bass for Pigeon Head.
I love how it's always bass.
I thought Hogan played bass for Pigeon Head.
I'm pretty sure that Pigeon Head was based off of Hulk Hogan. He's
But
got the
didn't-
same kind of haircut.
Didn't Hogan just announce something recently that he was going to be doing something?
He's gonna be
Oh,
the villain in
Expendables villain.
Expendables.
Oh, yeah. Look forward to that.
At this point, I'd be fine with it. The Expendables has gone so far off a cliff in terms of its '80s nostalgia. Why not? Why not have Hogan play a heavy in that movie?
He's probably like, yeah, they're thinking about renaming it the Hulk Hoganables.
Yeah, it's gonna be called the Hulkamaniacs.
And they're all gonna play bass for Metallica.
Well, more interestingly, did you see who's going to be in the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie?
Yeah, that's gonna be
Seamus.
a hot tag that we'll definitely be talking about. That's crazy.
Seamus playing Rocksteady. First off, I'm just stoked that these characters are in the movie.
Right.
I have my reservations about them doing them humanized, but I'm going to be open-minded about it. The look that they have for them is awesome.
Dead on.
The dude they had for Bebop with the mohawk, he just needs to have the sunglasses, which he probably has. Because the only shot that we saw is them in like a bar.
Yeah, he
So
probably
I
takes it
can't
off.
fully judge, but they look really good.
Yeah, then you've got Arrow playing Casey Jones, and
And not CM Punk.
unfortunately, you still have Megan Fox, and you still have a lot of the voice actors and stuff. Which they recast Shredder too.
Good.
Oh, Kevin Nash gonna do it?
No, he's in Magic Mike this year.
They
Magic
got,
Shredder?
like the one Asian guy they recast as somebody else, and they recast Karai, I think too. So maybe they learned their mistakes from the last time around, and the people that weren't like locked into certain contracts and stuff, maybe they're gonna fix them up. Although I didn't think there was any wrong with Karai or Shredder last time around.
Shredder was just way too OP. He was ridiculous.
I think the problem was that if you read the original versions of the script, they actually were going to have.
There was so much
God.
that was going to be a mess there. It was going to be Sax was going to be Shredder, and there were going to be mutants from another alien race dimension thing, and all that. It was like you can tell that they were planning on doing that, and then when they heard the horrible backlash, that they changed it because it was like a lot of those elements are still there.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen parts of the movie. I can't say it's a bad movie.
No, it's
I mean,
bad.
it's
I can.
It's fucking terrible.
really.
Yeah, it's.
I
fucking
just, from what I saw, I
horrendous.
just figured it was just wholly mediocre.
No, it's actually bad.
Huh.
And I don't say that for very many movies. That movie is bad.
It's better than the original third film,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not saying much.
It's better than that Turtles Out of Their Shell live video series. That
No,
they
at least
did.
that was fun.
Oh, the Broadway one where they were like rock stars. And
Yeah,
whatnot?
at least you could like laugh at that and like you can get a good fun watch out of it once.
Or better yet, what
This I
was
felt
that?
uncomfortable in my seat the whole time I was watching it. I hated it.
What was that late '90s Turtles series that Fox did? They had like a Power Rangers crossover. It was a live action Turtles series. I remember vaguely this existing.
I don't know much about that.
I don't know. They just need to get the I like Turtles kid, and I'll be happy.
That would be
Oh,
great.
just like how X-Men had the Juggernaut bitch line in the third one.
yeah,
Like
just
let's
have
just
like
reference.
at the beginning of the film, just have them talking to different people on the street and be like, "So, what do you think about this rumor that these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle things are running around?" And people will be like, "Oh, I think that they're a menace," and like the typical shit that they would do, and then just cut to the kid. I like turtles.
You know what? That kid's probably like our age at this point, or maybe like slightly younger. Probably Drew's age, maybe.
Maybe he's got a brother that we can like hit over the head and make him retarded.
Sure that he's not.
True. I'm just thinking outside the box.
I like turtles. That fucking kid. What a jackass. So yeah, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing's going on here. I haven't really had anything going on this week. This week's been very bland, very like dealing with idiot people on a regular basis, then continuing to deal with them and answering
do that.
emails.
So yeah, nothing happened this week. So that's all, folks. We'll see you on the next All Talk show.
Listen to the That's All Folks show.
The All Folks show.
Oh, what show?
That's all, folks.
I tried to give Calen and Angie the however bell, but they wouldn't take it. So now I have to
Why?
keep that stupid thing. They said I need it just in case we find a word for Drew. And
Yeah, so
immediately, well, Angie said that, and immediately both me and Calen said, "Oh, when he stutters."
So
And then Johnny goes, "Oh, so that's why you do that? I hear you say that on the radio all the time." Because it must be weird, like one side of the conversation, all you're hearing is,
Right.
guys, man.
It's like, what's wrong with Steve? Is he choking or
I
something? What the hell's happening there?
I love it when a fucking delivery guy comes to the door and I'm doing the podcast, because he must just hear, fucking
Right.
You should get one of those on the show sometime. Get a delivery guy to like, hey, can you come in and just talk on the podcast for a minute?
Can you come and do the outro?
See if we can get him to do that. That'd be great. Hell, Drew tried to get the people from McDonald's,
Yeah, I love how that one guy was like, "You gonna pay me?"
Oh, I don't do outros unless I get paid. Got a specific outro rate.
No, you get advertising, bro. That's how it works.
Just edit it out, yeah. So what ended up happening with you and Angie and Calen went to a Simpsons trivia thing? Give us a little breakdown of what happened with that.
So we went to a Simpsons trivia thing, and then we went home.
Sweet. All right.
That is one big pile of shit.
Was it like a ton of people there?
Oh yeah, it was a big turnout. We ended up having about 20 plus teams. We came in 7th place out of all them, so that was cool.
What was the first place prize?
Oh.
Bragging rights, I guess.
There was a bunch of stuff they was giving out, which was Simpsons memorabilia. Calen actually won the Stump the Host game. He asked him some fucking stupid question about like rainbow suspenders being sold at a sale.
Yeah. Yeah, Dean Malenko's yard sale.
So yeah, it was fun. Turns out Calen isn't weird, so he's cool. And man, you should have seen like the beers on this fucking menu. It was huge, and it was double-sided.
What was double-sided?
Like this huge ass beer menu. It was like a bigger than an full sheet of paper and double-sided, and I'm like, holy fuck.
First place was just 5 donuts? Calen says that in the chat. Just donuts? That's it? I mean, donuts are awesome. Of course, I'd be like, oh shit, I won first prize. Oh shit, I got donuts? Like,
To be fair, the donuts were really good there. I sent you guys a picture of the maple and bacon donut.
yeah, that looked fucking good.
I actually made bacon pancakes recently.
Yeah, well, it's not a donut, is it?
Kind of.
Cake.
Yeah, it's a cake. It's close.
It's not really a cake, though, is it?
Depends on your definition
Now,
of cake.
hold on. I have to ask, since you were at a bar and they were doing Simpsons-related stuff, did they have Duff?
Shut up.
No, they had FUD.
Or Doof?
Or one of
From
my
Sweden.
favorite fucking jokes ever, red tick beer. They're like,
Oh, yeah,
I can't quite put my finger on what that extra taste is. And it just cuts to the fucking vat, and the dogs are in there, and he's like, needs more dog.
Oh, that was actually one of the questions, if I remember. Like,
red tick beer?
Or unless someone just made a reference about it the same night. Because Calen would fucking answer a question immediately and then talk about 5 other references to other episodes. So I lose track of what's what.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
Did anybody cosplay as Duff Man?
No, it was trivia night, not a convention.
Duff Man. I just wanted to reference Duff Man.
Okay, Drew. Good input.
Duff Man's awesome. You shut your mouth.
I want a fucking donut now. Or pancakes. Or bacon.
I want donut pancake surprise.
Yes, that would be awesome. Did they ever say what the ingredients are for that? I mean, we know it's powdered donuts and pancakes, but...
I want to know what the fucking surprise is.
Yeah, what is the surprise? Is it like you bite into it and it's just like, a bunch of like streamers and shit pop out or something?
Surprise, motherfucker!
Hold on to my butt here.
Powdered donut pancake surprise.
You don't know what that is. It's a South Park reference.
I know. I'm looking at the picture right now. I fell out of
mean,
South Park like years ago.
cheesy poofs are, they're just cheesy poofs, but what about snacky cakes are?
Oh, snacky cakes sound amazing.
To be fair, I do want to eat a chocolate gun.
Yeah, but he doesn't like the peanut butter ones. He wants the marshmallow ones. I'd rather have the peanut butter.
Nah, I gotta go with the marshmallow ones. It's just my main Cartman.
You like how, calm he is about that. Please get the marshmallow ones. I don't like the peanut butter.
I don't like peanut butter for the most part, unless it's really faint.
Oh, God, you don't like peanut butter? You don't like Italian food? What the hell's wrong with your taste buds?
Shut up.
You were
You.
built wrong.
You know, I was built right.
Your malfunction, numbnuts!
Well,
Happy.
we're waiting.
I think it all started back in 1997.
He's fat!
We've been getting a lot of
Brian
mileage out
Ferris.
of the number 7 lately, and 11, and the word
Seven.
Neville.
Neville.
77 billion.
Neville's 7-11.
Neville.
7-11 Nevilles.
These novels are everywhere.
Why is there so many Nevilles?
Brochure said there'd only be a few Nevilles.
Potential candidate for the name of this episode. Why are there so many Nevilles?
There's Nevilles everywhere! Damn it! There's Nevilles on the windows!
My
Why
house
do
is
I-
full of devils.
Why do I imagine them everywhere, but they're constantly backflipping?
Oh yeah,
That's
no,
what they'd be doing.
if there was like a fucking infestation of Nevilles, it'd be out of control.
Never.
Like even if you use the Bo Dallas repellent and you got their knees down, they're still going to be there. It's just going to slow them down a little bit. But when you have that many, it's hard to still control them.
Neville.
God damn it.
So
Oh,
it seems
Bo
like
Dallas.
Drew might be joining us in a few minutes, everybody.
He'll come in and
If you
fuck
wanna-
that recording up.
If you want to click out of the podcast, we'd understand.
So, fucking Brock Lesnar's wrestling Kofi Kingston. I find that really funny after keeping kayfabe. It's not keeping kayfabe. Kayfabe News had done a story on that. As a
Wrestling
gag.
Kofi?
Yeah, Brock Lesnar's going to wrestle Kofi in Japan.
That's awful. That's awful.
Why is he wrestling Kofi? What the fuck?
I'll send you the fucking story. Hang on.
I gotta read it.
Hey, well, fucking sending it to you anyway.
It's just an exhibition match because it's a house show that just gave him like a meaningless opponent. So they're just sending him to fight Kofi so he could just fucking, go out there, kick his ass for a little bit, do an F5, and the crowd's happy.
Well, what I found comical about it was Kayfabe News had done a story where Brock Lesnar had lost his title to Kofi Kingston on a house show, and a bunch of fucking idiots bought into it, not realizing it was satirical. So I'm just like, awesome.
Maybe WWE saw that.
You know what? New Day and Brock Lesnar interacting, I can get behind that.
New Day and anything I can get behind. I fucking love New Day.
Because Brock's just going to kick the fuck out of all of them, and it's going to be sweet. Like, I hope they have a recording and they can put it up.
He just
On the
puts
network.
all three of them on his back and F5s them.
That'd be silly. He couldn't do that.
It's Brock Lesnar. He can do anything.
New Day.
All right,
So I don't
that's
know
all,
when-
folks.
I don't know when Drew is joining us on the line, but we'll figure that out. In the meantime,
So,
let's
we
move on to
all
another
up
topic.
for blaming Drew for any awkward silences?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, alright. Fuck Drew. So, Calen, call in. So that'll occupy us for like 5 minutes.
Or Miguel, tell us the name of that.
What was that?
I said, or you could tell us the name of the girl.
I'm trying to find information on that that story that I talked to you guys about, that TLC show. You can talk
Tables,
about
ladders,
that.
and chairs. Yeah, I think it's going to suck this year too.
Wasn't the guy's name like Duggar or something?
Yep, the Duggar Family.
Yeah, so what is this thing? Some guy like is like a pedophile or something?
No,
Or-
the story goes is that, and this has been a known topic since like almost 10 years ago, but it's only coming out recently. There was an article, there was a police report that was leaked a couple of years ago on how one of the children of the family, like one of the older kids, was actually molesting 5 of his sisters on the show. And they kept it secret for about 10 years now. And secretive technically, because it did get out, but no one really cared at the time. I think around 2009, it came close to being brought out because they were going to appear on Oprah, but then Oprah canceled the appearance for them. I think this was like right when their series had just been picked up by TLC, and they were really popular. So I think something happened recently where the father got dropped from like some like Christian, group that he was a part of because this got released, and it's causing a whole big issue with TLC. People are boycotting the show. They said they're not even going to release the show. That's why I'm trying to find the actual like specifics about the actual story itself. Let's see. Let me actually try to find this.
Yeah, because I don't know anything about what's going on with this. I don't know. I haven't paid any attention, really.
Who cares?
I just hope that this finally puts an end to the TLC channel. I really do think it's just one of the worst channels out there.
TLC's never had a single thing that I've ever had any interest in watching whatsoever.
No,
It's all
TLC used to have like BattleBots and like.
No, BattleBots was.
I guess that's your
Comedy
guys' equivalent to Robot Wars.
No, not BattleBot. Yeah, Robot Wars.
Yeah, we had Robot Wars in the UK. It was fucking sweet.
Oh yeah, I loved Robot Wars.
They
Yeah,
had
a
this
couple
one.
channels.
They had this one robot on ours called Sir Kill-A-Lot, and he used to fuck shit up.
Yeah, he was the one who came in like if a robot wasn't fighting honorably, and he would come and just kick its ass.
Yeah.
We talked about this already, actually.
Yeah, we did a whole big thing about BattleBots and everything like that. Drew, you're on the line now?
We could talk about it again. I mean,
I'm on the line.
I had an actual Robot Wars PlayStation 2 game. It was the most awful fucking video game that I've ever tried to play. The controls were so unresponsive, and it was like the most underwhelming thing ever because it was one of my first games, and I loved the TV show so much I was demoralized.
So is your PS2.
Yeah, it's funny.
And since then, I've been disappointed for every game ever since.
So, Drew, what should we talk about?
What should we talk about? I'm just really pissed off for no fucking reason, so I don't know if I can provide much. I thought I heard. Is there someone else on the line? I just can't see him or hear him.
I'm here.
Fuck off, Miguel. I meant someone.
I love you too, Drew.
I know we do. No, I thought I heard someone else's voice, but I don't know. Is it pizza sauce or marinara sauce?
Pizza sauce. Well, it depends. Are you talking about on a pizza?
No. Yeah. Well, yeah, on a pizza, we use our pizza sauce as our marinara sauce. No one fucking complains about it. So it's a pizza sauce or marinara sauce. No, it's not. You obviously don't know how to fucking make or eat pizza sauce if you can't tell the difference, Tony. Huh? Yeah.
No, I can't tell the.
you don't know how to eat, Tony. What the fuck?
I can tell the difference. That's why I don't want the same sauce being used on pizza and in pasta.
Honestly, wait. Our pasta? We have spaghetti sauce for our pasta.
Didn't you just say that you use marinara sauce on pasta and the same marinara sauce is on pizza?
No, I said we use marinara sauce on pizzas. I didn't say about pastas. We use.
Oh my god.
Okay, you're going to be a manager there, Drew?
No, I said we use our pizza sauce on our pizzas and as marinara sauce. As in, hey, you want some mozzarella sticks? Here's some marinara sauce, which is just pizza sauce.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
That's what I meant. Is
Oh,
it
I
the
thought you
same
were talking
thing?
about-
That's what I'm asking.
Well, if you use it for like the dipping stuff, yeah. I thought you were talking about you put it on pasta. I'm like, that's gross.
Oh fuck! That sounds terrible. No, I don't want to put anyone. I don't want to put anyone through that misery. No. There's spaghetti sauce for that, Tony. The fuck?
Damn right.
Damn right. Yeah,
He's
Carl.
hungry now. Thanks.
Oh, you're hungry, are you? What do you want, Miguel?
I don't know. You gonna come deliver a pizza to me now that you mentioned
No,
it?
but in a little bit, I'll expect to hear you eating tacos. That's pretty much it.
He won't deliver a pizza, but he'll deliver the ingredients with
Oh, yeah,
spaghetti sauce.
Dude.
Oh, it's one of those hipster delivery services where they just deliver you bits and pieces of dinner and you gotta assemble it yourself.
Dinner
That's pretty much
assemble.
They actually have those, I think, up in like the Northeast. They have like dinner kits
Really?
that they'll deliver to you.
Ugh, that sounds terrible. Have you guys ever made spaghetti sauce from scratch? Shit takes forever.
So why are you so pissed off at your pizza sauce?
I'm not pissed off of anything. I just thought that was the first thing I thought about.
All right, I'm so pissed off at everything. I don't know if I can contribute. I'm not pissed off at anything.
Nah, I don't know. I wouldn't say today's a terrible day. I just woke up pissed off, and I've just throughout the day been pissed off ever since. The worst is when one thing I hate the most, especially when I'm at work, is when I'm just like, not talking much, or I'm just like, doing my thing, not saying much, and anyone will just be like, "Are you okay, Drew?" I'm just like, "I'm fine," and then, "Are you sure?" Motherfucker, I just said, "Yeah, I'm fine," and then like, "Come on, Drew, what's wrong?" I'm like, "Dude, I will fucking kill you. Just shut up."
Normally when people are actually fine, if people ask them a couple times, they're like, "No, I'm fine." Not, "I will kill you."
I don't tell them that.
That's
I'm
a
just
good
like,
sign of something is bothering me, but I don't want to talk about it. Like,
no, nothing was bothering me though. I'm like, no, I was just like tired. Well, I was tired, but I was like, yeah, I'm tired. I'm fine. Like Drew, people who said they're tired are usually lying and saying that something's actually wrong with them. I'm like, no, if I say I'm tired, that means I'm fucking tired. Okay? See what I'm getting at?
So, do you still hate your girlfriend's dad?
No, I never hated her.
Oh, you're calling him a her now? Okay.
spaghetti sauce. Anybody listening, if you want to call in, I'm going to give you a little reminder here. 760-512-7247 or 713-955-0363 or Skype, or you can just chat alongside people that are in the chat right now. It's myself, Wago, Calen, and Paden. So,
Where's Bubba?
I don't know where Bubba is. Probably in the backwoods somewhere.
All right, so I think I'll start a debate. Is it Coke or Pepsi?
Depends what you order.
What? Jesus, Tony, what does that even mean?
If you order Coke and you get Coke, then it's Coke.
No. Do you prefer
you
Coke?
Get Pepsi, then you get Pepsi.
No.
I'm actually more of a root beer guy.
You know what?
I hate root beer. Well, I hate some root beers. There's a
No.
couple I don't mind.
I don't like canned root beer. I like it from the tap more than anything.
The worst root beer I've ever had is Fago's root beer.
Root beer? Did you say the worst root beer you had?
Stephen Fago.
Stephen Fago.
I actually know a Fago.
Fago.
Have you actually seen
is
some
on
of
the
their...
line now. Is it Coke or Pepsi?
Depends on what you're talking about. Are you asking which one I prefer?
Same kind of thing. What are you talking about, Drew?
No. I said which one you prefer. However, on the topic of you order a Coke, you get a Coke. What if you order a Coke and they're like, we only have Pepsi products?
Then you go, well, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
funny.
For the record, I prefer Pepsi.
No, I've actually looked at it weirdly. I prefer Coke and like cans. However, fountain or bottles, I'll go Pepsi every day of the week.
So now that's just weird. How can you prefer one style, and I don't get that.
I prefer Pepsi in the fountain style. I don't know why it tastes different than the. Okay, I prefer bottles and like fountain drinks over cans. Anything. I think cans are the absolute worst. 2 liters suck unless you keep them cool and keep them in the refrigerator. If you get a bottle, glass or plastic, or fountain drink, it's gonna be Pepsi 9 times out of 10.
It's all just burning to me.
I don't really drink too much pop or soda these days anymore. Like, I gave that up, and actually, that was one of the things when I was trying to lose weight is, people kept telling me, just stop drinking Coke and Pepsi and other sugary drinks, and that did help, actually, like, considerably. Like, within a month or two, I dropped 10 pounds right away.
That and beer.
Yeah, I'm still working on that one.
I hate soda.
It's
It's not much of a debate, though. I mean, it seems like people are like, I like this one, and then it's the great
God
debate
damn it.
of Pepsi versus Coke.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not like the Pepsi challenge from 30 years ago.
Has
They
it
had
been
you-
that long?
What's that?
Something like those mid-'80s. They went around to different places, shopping malls and festivals, and they set up this little kiosk, and they'd have you blind test taste as if, 99% of Americans can't tell the difference from taste anyway. Like, oh, which one of these do you prefer? And I actually remember them doing that, and I would, said that I preferred Pepsi, and they gave me like a little badge or a button or something to commemorate that I took the Pepsi challenge. So, and that's actually
Still have
probably.
that badge.
I was gonna say I don't think so, but it's probably worth something.
Then I don't believe you. You gotta have proof of that.
Yeah, my parents might have that.
That's cool.
It's like
I don't
you
think
win the
that's-
Pepsi challenge.
Yeah, exactly.
You you say that you really prefer Coke, they just beat you up. Like, fuck you, asshole. Well, we've got a couple topics that Angie submitted to us. Now we got more people on the line here. Let's start diving into those a little bit. One here, something or someone that has scared you, or pranks that you've done or have been done to you. So, I don't get pranked really often. And when I do, it's like something really lame. Like, I don't have any great prank stories, I think. And it's kind of like the only thing I can think of that's like close to a prank is like the lamest thing in the fucking world. But it stands out to me as like just one of those dumb things that you remember, why do I remember this instead of, this kind of stuff or whatever. But like, I remember a buddy of mine, we were arguing back and forth. We were going to watch like, I don't know, fucking Terminator or something like that. And it was like, we were both being lazy, and the whole thing of like, well, you go put the DVD in. And it was like, no, I don't feel like it. No, if you put the fucking DVD in, or no, it was a VHS tape. That's what it was too. And we're like, no, you put the tape in. You put the fucking tape in. And then I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna fucking go to the bathroom, and when I come out, the tape better be fucking in, So I did that, and then sat back down. It was this whole big argument, and then finally like, all right, fine, fuck, I'll go do it. And he had already done it, and he was just like, I fucking got you to go up anyway. We're like that. The stupid things that you do at like 4 a.m. when you're tired and shit, that stands out to me as like one of the only pranks I can fucking think of. And it's like not a good prank whatsoever. It's nothing. I didn't like. People just don't prank that much, and
Ashley did.
Good.
No, I have more cases of being an asshole than actually doing pranks.
Oh well, if we're talking about just things being assholes, I
know you. I've heard a lot of your stories. Like, no, I'm not.
Pranks themselves, though, I don't know.
Like, I don't know. Every once in a while, when we had like a big get together of friends, and like the first one to fall asleep, we would always like write all over them and draw penises on their face, because what else do teenage boys do at that time?
I've done something similar along those lines, but I think it went into criminal territory.
What's that?
One time we drugged one of our friends with like a shit ton of melatonin because we just wanted him to go to bed so we could fuck with him. So that was fun because we knew he was a heavy sleeper and we could just like do so much crap to him. One time, another case where a friend fell asleep. He was really drunk and he fell asleep, so we shaved the back of his head off. So let's just say I'm not friends with him anymore. So.
Shaun Walker in the chat said he shaved a friend of his. Shaved his head too, so it must be going around.
Must be a new fad these kids are up to nowadays. Miguel, pranks.
Don't have any. Me and my friends are not the type to really prank each other.
I'm pretty sure if we all thought really hard, or think really hard, we would think of something.
Well, most of my friends are also sociopaths, so I can only think that if it ever got to that point, it would get really bad really quick. So we just kind of decided.
That's your fucking friends, God.
No, they know that they're sociopaths. That's why I like them.
Oh, good. That's even better.
Listen,
Wait, what's the criminal one that you did?
It borderline being criminal, like what we ended up doing to him. So it starts off as the old, okay, let's draw on him. And just for background on this guy, he wasn't invited to the house where we was having this party. Beep, fucking beep. And he just walked in and kind of forced his way in. So we decided we was going to get him shit-faced and then destroy his life. So he's passed out. He gets thrown in the bathtub at some point. And it starts off as harmless things. Let's shave his eyebrows off. Okay, now let's shave his head. Okay, now let's super glue dog biscuits to his nipples. And
Oh, Jesus.
oh, you got an actual kind of wet food? Yeah, let's fucking throw that on him too. Oh, look, someone's pissed on him. That's kind of gross.
Oh, God.
Let's just throw him out on the curb and let the police pick him up. And we did. And they knock on the door and they go, "Hey, is this yours?" And because we have to take him to fucking prison to sober up if you guys don't take him in. And we're like, "Nope, not our problem."
Wow.
They take you to prison if
you're shit faced on the street and like fucking drugged up and having a seizure and almost unconscious.
Yeah, because they don't know what you're gonna do.
Shit, they just take him to a fucking hospital.
Nah.
Ah, of course. Yay.
So what did the guy do when he, sobered up and...
Never saw him again.
No.
He's still in that prison.
Yeah, he rotted away. Those weren't actually cops.
Awesome.
They're just like, I've been looking all my life for some...
I want to know how...
biscuit.
I want to know how he got the fucking duck biscuits off, because that would have hurt.
He has a dog.
So this
The duck biscuits off his nipples. Like, they were super glued on. I don't know how he got those off.
Hey, we got a new person in the chat here. Bubba from the Backwoods Show.
Hey!
Hey, Bubba.
So when you pop up.
So anyways, guys, this one time, me and a couple of my friends, we were walking down the road. We went up to this door, and we rang the doorbell and ran off.
Oh, that's crazy, Daniel Bryan.
Oh, one time we were going around and kicking like the for sale signs in people's yards. Well, for some reason, one of my friends, there was someone outside for one, and number two, he decided to kick a for sale sign. That's like one of those wooden ones, so you really can't kick out of the ground. It'll just make a really loud noise because it's like metal and that big pole. He kicks it. It makes a loud fucking noise. The guy's like, just yells. I forget what he yells. He just yells random stuff. We all run into the woods. The backwoods, you might add. And we played hide and seek with the cops for a little bit.
Find any porn in there?
No,
That's what I was wondering.
I was more concerned about getting back to the house safe and sound.
Woods are awesome for escaping the police from. Back when I was in high school... Damn, fucking slammed the door much. Back when I was in high school, we broke into the school and was skateboarding on the roof. And fucking police ended up climbing up on top of there and chasing us. And luckily there was always these wooded areas and we managed to escape them. Fat ass cop, he got stuck in a fence.
Speaking of schools and roofs, that reminds me of a prank that I witnessed the aftermath of. I was not part of this, but it's not even anything that scared me. It's actually something that made me crack out loud laughing. It was my freshman year of high school, and it was toward the end of the year, and seniors often would do like a senior prank towards the very end of it. You know, the kind of stuff that gets people suspended and expelled now, which probably, should have happened to these people back then. But it was a local chain. I guess they probably have them all over the country. The Big Boy restaurants that has the big, life-size statue, actually larger than life-size statue of this boy holding a hamburger. I don't know if they have them all over the country, but
I think it's around your area more than anything, but I've heard of it before.
But they're different regional franchises. Anyway, they have this big statue out front, and it's 6 feet, 7 feet tall, and it probably weighs hundreds and hundreds of pounds. And
how much does that one weigh?
I'm walking through school, and there's this little senior courtyard in the middle, just tiny little alcove where the seniors could go and eat lunch. And I'm walking past, and I see the statue standing in the courtyard. And the thing, seeing it there just out of place was hilarious as it was. But then I started thinking, how the hell did they get it in there? Because it happened overnight, and the thing was way too wide to go through any of the doors. In fact, when they had to get it out, they had to take apart like 3 different door frames, and it was like an all-day process for the staff to get it out. So I'm thinking somehow they got this thing that weighed probably 400 pounds over the top of the roof of the building because that part of the area was open. And so that took a lot of fucking work, but it was worth it because as soon as I saw that, I couldn't stop laughing for like 5 minutes. See the fucking burger mascot, the big boy there holding the burger, and it was a great prank. And I don't really know who did that one, but good for them.
People would have been arrested now. And
yeah. Yeah, they actually stole a life-size hundreds of pounds thing and put it in the school, and it was the best day of my life. No.
My brother was disappointed. he had a prank that he wanted to do. Back when they had the London Olympics and they were having the flame run through the streets, that stupid ceremony. He wanted to get a giant cigarette costume, run in front of it, and start screaming and going, "Ah, no, it's going to burn me! Ah!"
That would have been great.
Yeah, would have made fucking like news and everything.
What do they do if like somebody's running down with that and there's just people waiting with buckets of water to chuck it on the guy?
That's what I thought you were going to say. That he was getting a hose or something.
Right, yeah. I would love to do that.
Are we still talking about pranks?
Yep.
I remember Calen mentioned his senior prank. There's 2 instances of senior pranks that happened at my school. When I was a freshman, the seniors somehow got a pig into the school. So
What was her name?
The pig. Ha, Miguel. It was you. But anyways, I'm just kidding. I love you. But anyways, number 2, the second senior prank that my class did. It was the dumbest fucking prank ever. I mean, I don't know. To you might be dumb, or to me it was dumb at least. But what they ended up doing, I wasn't a part of it because I skipped school that day. They put water balloons in like all the trash cans, and during one of the passing periods, they just had a water balloon fight. And a few people got suspended from it, but no one got expelled, like Calen was mentioning. But like when I was a freshman, there was a kid in my class. It was just right after the pig instance. He was talking about senior pranks. He goes, "Guys, you want to know what would be a great senior prank?" And he was like, I was like, "Sure, what's up?" He's like, "Okay, so the prank is we're gonna get some."
Hey, 1 second, Tony. Shaun wants in.
We're gonna take some MP5. We're gonna get some semi-automatic guns. We're gonna run down the freshman hallways and shoot them up. But the joke is, they're actual guns and we're killing them. And I was like, "What the fuck, dude? Calm your God!" It turns out this kid was crazy mentally, and he had to go into a psychiatric ward eventually. But I was like, "Fuck, dude, jeez, killing people now, damn."
Yeah.
Escalated really quick. We go from pigs to killing people. God.
He was trolling before trolling was cool.
Wait, are we trying to kill him or scare him? Killing is
Yeah.
scary. Yeah.
No, he was like, "No, we're gonna take these guns and we're gonna shoot the kids." I was like, "Jesus, dude, fuck."
So, talking about the pig one, I always heard that you're supposed to get 3 pigs, release them, and you're supposed to label the pigs 1, 2, and 4.
Yeah, that was one. I remember my sister. She was a junior when that happened, but she was talking about that.
Did Drew mute for everyone else?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You're just
Okay, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't me that cut out, and I'm like,
No,
oh, Drew's back.
no, my bad. I don't know how, but my mic got muted there. So, but no, the 1, 2, and 4 thing, I feel like they've caught on to that now, and like they won't believe that if you did something like that. But
So now instead of 1, 2, and 4, you do it 1, 2, and 8.
yeah, exactly. Like, what the fuck? We're missing 5? Fuck.
Whenever we did, like, you know, they knew that they were going to start doing senior pranks and stuff like that, they always, like, tried to get around it. It's like, "Hey, guys, if you want to do a senior prank this year, why don't you do something like wear different color socks, huh? Huh? Please don't do anything destructive."
Yep. When my senior year came around, the thing I think that the seniors in my class that I didn't participate in, their big idea for the senior prank is that they're going to get sleeping bags and sleep on the football field one night.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, wow, count me out.
The original plan of my senior class was they were gonna take a tree and they were gonna plant it in the middle of the baseball field because it was during baseball sectionals and our school hosted them, and they were just gonna plant a tree in the middle of the outfield.
I think I only remember one incident in my school happening. It wasn't even a prank, but the only reason I remember it is because it made it onto an episode of High School Stories when some of the kids in the one of the senior classes decided to streak during one of the high school football games. Like I said, the only reason I remember it was because it ended up making an episode of that MTV show High School Stories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys remember that, but yeah,
I remember that,
getting an episode of its own.
Yeah,
My high school prank.
My high school's on that show too, although they changed it around. They specifically changed it. They filmed it in a different school. They said that we were a different town, I think, and they interviewed people that weren't involved in it. because they didn't like the people that were involved. It was like, well, you don't seem like you're really like TV interesting and stuff. And it was like, so here's the people that didn't do this thing in this school that's not this school in this area, that whatever. And they advertised it as like that my town's this like farming town. And
Sounds
we're
like
like we used to have farms like 40 something years ago. Like you might find like a couple things here and there, but like we do have like this one Scott Farm.
Which
It has
where are you located at?
Gloucester County. It's South Jersey.
Oh,
But
Oh,
we're
that's
like
where you get that Jersey accent.
like we've got like Scott Farm, this big farm. It has one horse on it, and it's all like just like a normal kind of house and stuff. And it's like they advertise it as like a small farming town in the middle.
oh yeah, that small farming town of Patterson.
Right, and we're like, so this is bullshit, But it was just that they were wearing skirts, and then that wasn't really like that much of a prank.
I remember when I was a freshman, our acting department for our high school, they did To Kill a Mockingbird as a play, and it made I don't know if it made national news, but I know it made state news because they were saying that we were racist because it happened on a certain day. I think it was happening during Black History Month. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it was happening during then, and we were doing To Kill a Mockingbird, and they didn't censor it, so like the N word and like a bunch of like racial slurs came out as well. And like that, and like we had there was a few. Our school didn't have very many blacks or African Americans, but they did have a few, and none of them were offended by all. They knew what it was. They knew what it was like.
Oh my god! Did your school do blackface? Please tell me your school did blackface.
No, Miguel. No,
that would have been funny.
But anyways,
3 guys in my high school got kicked out for doing a prank. It was fucking epic. They stole a shopping cart. And they decided to go around the school and nick all the fire extinguishers, duct tape all the fire extinguishers to said shopping cart, go down to the science block, the newly built science block, and just go to town. They fucking lit the fucking back of the extinguishers lamp, and they just went from one side of the building to the other side of the building and went down a flight of stairs. Everybody had broken bones, and they were like, you know what, we're kicking you out.
oh, are you sure it wasn't you, Shaun, who was doing it?
Oh no, man! I got sense.
And that's
well,
how
I
I
say
lost
that. I say I got sense, but a couple of weeks ago, my sister was staying in my house because she had a blood clot in her leg, and this I thought this was like the most brilliant thing I've ever done, right? So I decided I decided to hide in my in the spare bedroom closet. and just waited, right? Just waited, and then she hobbled in, got herself ready and started watching Netflix. I just jumped out of the fucking cupboard, completely forgot she had a blood clot in her leg. Didn't go down too well. She jumped she jumped the fucking mile. She jumped the fucking mile, and she started crying, and I just couldn't help but laugh. It was fucking great. And every Halloween, me and my mate, because his bedroom is above the front door, and every time a trick-or-treater knocks his door, we're there with an ice-cold bucket and we just throw it over the trick-or-treaters.
Aw. Poor kids. Although I would laugh my ass off.
This one year was funny as fuck because we did it, and this elderly gentleman was with him. I say elderly, he was like 25, 30. He kicked out my mate's door. Because this kid got wet. It was fucking great.
Since we've been talking about this, I remembered one thing that two of my friends did. One had a gorilla costume, and this was not around Halloween, because he bought it for Halloween, like, I don't know, a month in advance or something. He just, like, wanted this one fucking gorilla costume. I don't know why. And since he just had it laying around, we were like, yo, you just, like, put it on, and we'll drive around, and you can lay down in the back seat, and we can just pull up to people that are, like, walking, ask them for directions or something, and then you can pop up and, like, make gorilla noises and shit. And we did that for, like, an entire night, and we were trying to do it around areas where like there were a couple people. So if we scared one of them, the other one would be able to laugh at them instead of just one person that'd be like mortified of like what the fuck is happening. But we did it at like there was the Taco Bell in our area is right next to a Boston Market, and there were these two people in between them, and we were like just driving around pretending like we were trying to figure out if we wanted to go to Boston Market or to Taco Bell. So we asked the people, we're just like, hey, is there anything better to eat around here instead of these two places? Because we're trying to figure out, what to get to eat and stuff. And they're like, I don't know, whatever. And my friend pops up, the whole like, that kind of stuff. And the guy just gets pissed off at us. He doesn't get scared at all. And he's just like, that's not fucking funny. And turns around and starts walking away all mad, shaking his head. We were like, all right, that killed it. This fucking guy didn't get like shocked at all, like the other people and stuff. So that was the end of that. And
I just imagine that scene from Simpsons where Homer's driving around with the two hippies. It's like, I don't think we freak people out. No, Marge is totally freaked out.
Yeah. Not many great prank stories on my end. It's just stories of me being an ass. Those aren't really pranks. But the other half of that, though, that Angie had said was something or someone that has scared you. It's kind of on the prank side of things, but anybody ever do anything where you've gotten somebody, like, you've really scared them, or somebody's, like, really scared the shit out of you?
Not particularly, but I have got a prank that's gone wrong. Horribly, horribly wrong. When me and my mates, almost died, yeah. When me and my mates were like 13, we thought it'd be great just to pretend to beat up one of my buddies, right? Just cover him in fucking ketchup and shit, so he looked really badly beaten and shit, right? And we were just pretending to beat him on this park bench. And these three guys saw us, got out of the car, and we're like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" And they started chasing us for like 2, 3, 4 blocks. And we were shitting ourselves, and they were like full on like roid heads, like they were fucking. They caught one of my mates, and we just fucking legged it. We just left him there. We're like, yeah, fucking see you later. Don't know what happened to that kid. I saw him in school the next day, and he was like bruised up and shit. And he said he had to be in, but I don't believe that. I don't believe that to this day.
That reminds me of I wouldn't call it a prank. It's more of a dumb stunt I did as a teenager. Some other kids in my class had this bright idea, and so we went to the one of the big local shopping malls in the area, and they have this huge fountain in the middle, and we thought, hey, let's jump in the huge fountain and then run screaming out of the mall. That'll be hilarious. And then our friend had video cameras, and they were recording it. So we did that, jumped in the fountain, splashing around like idiots for a few seconds, ran out completely soaking wet because we went completely under the water. Run screaming out of the mall, hop in a friend's car who was like waiting with a getaway car, and take off and like drive through the neighborhoods, which was cool until like this security truck fucking barrels up behind us, and the guy's like, "Pull that fucking thing over now!" And anyways, takes us back to the mall, and we all ended up getting banned from the mall for 6 months. But it was funny. They let us keep the tapes and everything. They're like, don't you fucking do that again for the next 6 months.
7 months from now, you can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I scared my best mate's mom once.
What was that, Shaun?
I scared my best mate's mother once. She took us all to a skate park for my mate's 14th birthday. And we were all going down this big fucking vert. And my skateboard I lost control of the board, and I fell from the top of this fucking gigantic vert, and I fell straight on my back, and I couldn't move. And I spent 3 days in hospital with a bad back. And I scared my best mate's mum. I scared my mum. They thought I was paralyzed at the time, when the ambulance came and shit. I was like, nah, I'm fine. I still got feeling in my arms and shit. They're like, yeah, try not to move, son. Try not to move, son. They put in full-on neck brace and put me onto a fucking stretcher. I was like, I'm
20
fine.
cc's in naproxen.
I'm fine. I'm okay. Just let me get up and go. Because I just really wanted to skate. They weren't having none of it. Health and safety.
You were keeping kayfabe. You didn't want to pretend to be injured at all. You were like, fuck it, I'm finishing this.
Yeah, fucking hell. I wanted to go on down on this fucking vert. I wasn't gonna let it beat me.
All right, I missed one word in that story. What the fuck is vert? What is that? Like, am I hearing that wrong?
Someone he wanted to go down on.
A vert is a vertical ramp.
Gotcha. I don't know the skater lingo.
Neither does Shaun.
I thought that was his British talk right there.
That's what I thought. Too.
I don't know.
It's like I'll figure it out with context clues.
Ah, okay.
So guess who's in the chat?
Bubba from the backwoods.
Bubba?
Fred Herbert Bailbonch.
Fred Herbert Bailbonch. Oh, excuse me, he says.
What's up, Plant? Paden, we haven't heard your side of things with pranks. Anything that's funny?
I think he's still gone.
Maybe.
I think he's asleep. Well, his microphone's on mute.
I've got one.
No, it's not you, Shaun.
It's not even so much a prank, but it was this thing my little sister used to do that would scare me when she was young. She would stand in my blind spot when I was in front of my computer and just stay there and just start staring at you. And she would do this to everybody, but I was the most susceptible. So I would be sitting at my computer right now like I'm doing, and she would just be standing next to me, just out of my sight. And then I would turn around, and she would just be there staring at me. And she had one of those...
My brother does that all the fucking time. It annoys the fuck out of me.
And at first she didn't even realize what she was doing, and then as soon as she started realizing, she started doing it a lot more now. It became a running gag between her and my parents now. Like, she would walk into my room, all of a sudden you'd hear a scream, and everybody in the living room would just start laughing. And my sister had really long hair, so she would look like the kid from, like, Poltergeist or something. Like, she just had that, like, scary kid look to her.
Well,
My sister-
disappointed Fred is not too talkative in the chat.
My sister scared me once when I was like 4 or 5 years old. She had a walkie-talkie for her birthday one year, and she decided to hide it in my foosball table.
Mm.
And her and her best mate pretended to be ghosts. Bearing in mind I was like 3 to 4 years old, like, and I thought this shit was fucking real. Like, you know, I thought it was my dead grandparents talking to me from beyond the grave, like. And that shut me up. That's like years of therapy right there waiting to happen. That is.
Now, one of the other topics that we had suggested to us was nicknames that you've either been given or have been given to you.
Oh, that's
I've
easy.
never had a single nickname stick.
Right.
Like,
Is faggot
people have-
considered a nickname? Then no, I don't have. I don't think I have any nicknames.
I've had people that like preferred to call me certain things, like, you know, like some people only call me Mango for some reason, or
Yeah, Mango.
some people don't get it through their head that Tony and Anthony, you know, there's a connection there. It's like, well, you're Anthony? I thought that you were Tony, like that kind of thing. But, you know, there's like stupid, like little, I don't know, cutesy names that people give you. This one chick in school, she always used to call me the Shining Star because I was the smartest kid in the class, and that was like her little cute nickname for me.
Oh, Tony.
This
Yay.
other one, of course, went with the whole Tony Macaroni thing, and, you know, there's like that kind of stuff, but there's never like actually a nickname. Like,
Tony Macaroni. I'm so going to call you that from now on.
I remember this one kid in school. I can't remember his actual name because he was one of the unmentionables, but he was called
Lunch?
by. What was that?
It's not lunch now, right?
No, it wasn't lunch.
The Unmentionables, I love that movie.
He somebody had said like, oh, we all call him Joker, and I was like, why? And they're like, because he's funny, and I'm like, that dude never fucking talks. How do you mean he's funny? That dude's never said a word ever. The hell's so funny about it? But no nicknames on my side. I've given out plenty of nicknames, and they're all terrible. But what about you guys? You guys have any nicknames?
I got several.
Wago.
That's true. Wago is one.
How did that even come about? Like, I've seen the spelling of your last name. How did Wago come out of that? Okay.
Good story.
I like the part where he said he doesn't know.
My sister calls me dumb, and my brother is dumber. So it's Dumb and Dumber. She also calls me Dumbo. She always has called me Dumbo since I was like 3, 4, 5, 6. It drives me nuts.
7.
Yeah. To this day, she still calls me Dumbo. My primary school mates,
I just
So I
like
don't
to
know-
note
I
that
don't know what
really
primary
bothers
school.
him, so we all need to call him Dumbo from now on.
Fuck off. And my primary school friends, I don't know what grades that is in fucking your fucking stupid system that you got going on. They always used to call me Mophead because I never used to have a haircut because, you know, fear of hairdressers. Kind of does that to you. High school, everybody used to call me Cookie because my mum got remarried and my stepdad's surname was Cook, so everybody called me Cookie. And to this day, from now on, since I turned 20, everybody's called me Shaughnessy because that's my gamer tag on Xbox
And
Live.
then there's Happy Hope.
And Happy Pope is the one I used in college for Hotmail because Sean Walker was taken, Sean Walker 1 was taken, Sean Walker 1999 was taken. I was like, for fuck's sake. And then the Pope died in the other room. I was there trying to figure out emails. The Pope died in the other room. I was like, you know what? He's happy now because he's with Jesus. Happy Pope.
We know that Calen's got a nickname. Brian.
Yeah,
Brian.
my nickname's Brian.
You're welcome.
That's still one of my favorite things this year from the outro. Just, there's Brian there. Because Brian.
Never really had a nickname though. I mean, my name is unique enough that people really don't mistake me because I think a lot of times, you know, if you know 100 Johns or something, then you'll, you know, okay, this is John, whatever, and you'll have a nickname for him. But since my name is unique enough, I guess I never really warranted one.
I
That's
gave
not
you
fair.
one. I call you girl's name.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wonderful.
I have one nickname that my parents gave me from when I was really young, so I'm not going to say that one because that's just way too close. But
Oh, little eyebrows.
Was it
when
ugly?
I was doing Smash Brothers tournaments for a little while, for some reason, everybody at the Smash Brothers tournaments would call me Squeak, and I don't. Well, I know why, but
I was going to say, you don't know why?
Yeah, I know why. I just no one in my inner circle used to say that, but everybody else at the Smash Brothers tournaments would just call me that. So for a little while, that was my nickname.
Like from basketball.
Yeah, it just became that label. Yeah. Well, no, not Squeak from basketball. It's just obvious. It's obvious why they called me that, but it's just how it was.
Drew, you have to have some kind of nicknames.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. When I was like 2 or 3, my grandparents called me Drew Man, and that stuck. When I was 5, I peed in a tire swing at a campground, so they all started calling me drewpee, and that stuck.
That's great.
They still
as
call me that whenever I go there. So that fucking sucked out of everything. In elementary school, hang on. No, okay, my bad. Middle school, this is when I was going through my couldn't talk phase, and everyone called me Dwoo, which sucked. At one point, I had the nickname Dragon from the movie Tropic Thunder, when they're looking for a guy named Dragon because he has a package for him. Which is a great movie, by the way. Tropic Thunder it's a hell of a movie. In high school, Andy's one of them. I know I have a lot of them. I just can't think of any. Oh wait, Drew Bear is one. Drew Burt. If I haven't said Andy Drewsiv is another one that people have called me. Drew Boo. If you have a guess, any of them that sounds gay, a girl gave me it, so that really helps the case out. And as of this second,
You've got Drew Bet.
Did I say Drew Bet? Oh, Drew Bet. I don't know.
Yeah, you Drew Bet.
Anyways, there you go.
What the fuck was that?
That was Drew Bet. Anyways,
What does AJ call you when you tell him to take off his shirt?
he tells me to fuck off. That's what happens.
And then you do. All over his face.
Anyways, but yeah, that's about it.
So what are some nicknames that you guys have given to other people?
They require socializing.
I mean, I know I've got Hulk Hoagies I gave to somebody because she was eating a hoagie kind of
I thought we just gave that to Jester.
I have one, but I can't say it on air. I'll type it in the chat.
I
There was a guy we called Dingbat.
and that was given to a wrestling promoter.
Well, other than Dingbat, there's nothing I can think of.
Oh, in high school, we called some kid a Gaylord because he acted like he was the goddamn king. He was also gay.
We one of our closest friends in 6th grade, named Lou, we started abbreviating him as AFL, which stood for Ass Fucker Lou. So, you know, we can't be
I
in the
thought that
middle of
means
class going...
age, sex, location.
No, that was ASL.
Every Chinese
guy
that we knew that had the last name Wong ended up getting the nickname Wongi.
Just Wongi?
Yeah, Wongi.
There was a boy in school that, you know, E-Bums World. Remember when E-Bums World was a thing?
Yeah.
And the Badger video was on there. The Badger mushrooms.
Mushroom.
Yeah, that one. There was this kid that always used to watch that constantly in IT class, so we decided to call him Badger Boy.
Badger.
I got a best friend that we used to call bifocals because he had really thick glasses, and another one that was called Bigfoot because whenever we would plan to go out and do something, he'd always flake out on us. So seeing him was like seeing Bigfoot. You know, we never really saw him as much as we'd like to. So he became Bigfoot.
Oh wait, there was the guy that I meant. I forgot. Bird shit. The bird shit on him, so he became bird shit for the rest of his life.
Oh, my next door neighbor is known as Skank. Does that count?
Close enough.
I call it Skank because she has a different bloke there every day. I don't care what anybody says. There's a different car in that fucking driveway every day, and there's a different bloke that comes out of her house every day.
We gave some Asian kid the nickname Ching Chong Ching.
What?
Yeah, I'm sure he was offended at that.
He was offended. I don't know. I forgot to mention this. I completely forgot about this. One of the kids on the tennis team, we called him Ka. His name was Dakota. We just called him Ka for some reason. I forget why. I still talk to him. I don't know how I didn't think about that first, but yeah, we call him Ka, as in Cuz Smith.
Just lazy. At some point, it's just going to shorten even more, and it's going to be like, "Hey, come here."
We did have another nickname for one guy. We used to call him Toad because he smelled fucking horrible and looked gross and felt gross, and everything about him was gross.
No,
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this one on air, so I'm putting it in the chat.
Let's see if you can fucking spell it right first.
One time, one of my friends convinced this kid that he was buying like mushrooms off him, and they were just like plain mushrooms. And the kid like faked being high, pretty much, or just did one of those like, "Oh, I think I'm high, but I'm not." So we all just called
placebos work, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we just told him he was high.
I've seen people get drunk off water because they thought it was something else.
Right.
Where do we get these
Placebo effect
placebos?
is stronger than a lot of actual medicine. You tell people, you know, if you keep this crystal in your fucking house, it'll ward off evil spirits, and people are like, I can sleep better at night. And it's like,
it's not because the people are actually faking their ailments. It's just the body works in weird ways.
Mm-hmm. Well, some of them are faking.
Oh yeah, I've seen one of my mates get drunk off non-alcoholic beer because we told him it was alcoholic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that happens all the time.
We said it was like 5%, and he was fucking pissed after 2 bottles. It was great.
One friend of mine, his dad specifically bought non-alcoholic beer just for that purpose, just to see if people were going to do that. And smart motherfucker too, he charged people $5 for like entry in, to be like, all right, you can party here for $5 to help pay for the cost of, you know, this super awesome keg. And he went out of his way to like take pictures of them like pretending to like fill up the keg with other, you know, like actual beer. So people would be like, oh yeah, well they got like, you know, Miller and whatever like that. And it was all now non-alcoholic. And all these kids, you know, they're not of age to drink, so that was the reason why they were like so into the idea. They were all just like, oh, I'm so fucking drunk, and like people are like throwing up and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, non-alcoholic. And then everybody's just kind of like, oh, well, that's lame.
Yeah. It's like when people get hypnotized; they just kind of go along with it.
I don't know. See, the hypnotized thing, I could see where you could fall more into that.
My mom got hypnotized. It was horrible.
I've never been able to get hypnotized, but when we graduated from high school, they did this little thing called Project Graduation. Never understood why that's the name of it, but it was like a big celebration at one of the local colleges that they do every year. And there's like, the bounce houses, and there's, you can go
Bounce
into
houses.
you can go into the pool area, and, they've got like a jousting thing that people can use, shit like that. But one of the things was a hypnotist, and you didn't have to do it. Like, you could just sit in and watch, or you could try to participate, or you could whatever. And I am skeptical as all hell when it comes to that stuff, so I was sitting there and I was like, "It's no fucking not gonna work, not at all." And they were like, "Well, if you want to participate, or you want to just like try to participate, see if you get chosen to be one of the 10 or so people that get brought up on stage here, what you could do is you could just kind of like relax and try to get hypnotized here." And I'm like, "All right, I'll fucking try it. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work." And out of nowhere, I realized this person behind me, one of my friends, she just like kicked into me. Like, she had gotten deeply hypnotized, and she fell over and like kicked into me, and I was like, "What the hell?" And then I realized that my head was in my friend's lap that was next to me, and I was like, "Hey, Dan, what's up?" And he's like, "Dude, you've had your head on my lap for like 3 minutes." I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to say anything or what. And I was like, shit, if I was actually hypnotized enough to not know that had gone on, I would have gotten picked up on the stage, except for when the chick bumped into me. But that made me believe in it a little bit more, because I was like, I didn't purposely, do that. I don't know if I was just like, what, the music was soothing enough that it was catching up to me. I never really sleep, so maybe I was just getting fucking tired, and like, I don't know, but I believe more into hypnotism than I did before, at the very least.
I have a
But it's
question about the
obviously
story.
not, too crazy.
About your story, right? You know the jousting part. Is it like gladiators jousting or medieval jousting?
Like American Gladiators.
Ah, right.
You got the two
That'd be
people,
fun
they
as
stand
fuck.
on the thing, and you give them that
Podium, yeah, the
Q-tip
Big
looking
Q-tip?
thing, and you can
yeah.
beat the shit out of each other, and whoever falls first.
Oh, I missed that
That's-
show. The old show, not the new one.
Well, the one with Hulk Hogan where he was going to blow his brains out. Shimmy didn't.
No,
Come
no,
on,
that-
you were all thinking it.
that would have actually improved the show. But I'm talking about the old one, the Adamley episode, the Adamley series.
The UK Gladiators were better.
Oh, UK gladiators with fucking butt dogs, fucking bollocks, fucking wolf, fucking great.
Paden, now that you're back, any prank stuff? Any kind of nickname stories?
Nope.
All right.
All right. What about hypnotism? Anybody ever been hypnotized or watched any of those acts or anything?
I've been to a comedy club where, a couple of shows I've seen where they do hypnosis, and this hypnotist would come around. I was never the one who volunteered to go up on the stage, but one of the times I did go, my best friend went up there, and they started off with about a dozen people, about 12 or 15 people, and occasionally he could tell that somebody wasn't being hypnotized, so he'd tap them and they'd go sit down, but ended up like 8 people ended up staying up there being fully hypnotized, and my friend was one of them. And I don't know, from talking to him afterward and stuff, and I'd known this guy for a long time, 10 years or something, and so I believe he was fully hypnotized. They had him do stupid shit, and one of the things that I remember especially, they're like, okay, when you go back to your table and you're not hypnotized anymore, you're going to be very, very thirsty, so your drink on your table, you're going to go and take a big drink, but it's going to taste like salt water. It's going to be really gross. You're almost going to want to spit it out, but you're not going to spit it out. And then you're going to take another drink right away, and it's going to be very refreshing. And so I watched, and all these people did, and that's exactly what happened. So I don't know, like, part of me thinks they're kind of just playing along, but based on talking with my buddy, I think it actually works. So I don't know. I think some people are more susceptible to that than others, though.
Yeah.
I've heard it. It's weird. I've heard that like the parlor trick hypnotism more than likely doesn't work. The more serious stuff, like when they'll hypnotize you to like, bring up some like repressed, memories for like a court case or something, or if they hypnotize you because they need you to remember a person's face for, identification and whatnot. Some of that stuff they haven't proved is fake, so it's kind of hard to say. But as far as like the magic trick hypnotism, yeah, a lot of people say it's bullshit. But the real like actual like real life hypnotism, like study hypnotism, things like that. They can't either prove it or unprove it. You know.
What do you guys think about, because we have them coming around this area a lot, like the seminars, like lose weight fast or stop smoking with hypnotism. Do you guys think there's any credibility to that?
No, that's
Nope.
a scam.
I think yes and no.
I think it's
Like,
mostly
if
like
they-
a placebo.
Placebo.
Yeah, it's basically that. I mean, if they say to somebody, you know, you can lose weight just by listening to these tapes when you go to sleep, you're not fucking losing any weight. But if that's like the placebo that gets you to work out more and then you lose weight, like you can do it that way. I mean, some people, they need that little extra, you know, there's the people out there that are really religious. I'm not, but some people run their whole lives on the idea that like God has a plan and this whole thing happens for a reason, so I can get up and I can trudge through the next day because that's what God wants me to do. And it's like, if there is a God that is out there doing that, awesome. If there isn't, well, you're making it happen, you know?
Well, I remember towards the end of high school, I bought one of those tapes that helps you lose weight and whatnot, and it didn't work. I gained 5 pounds, but I got an 800. I got an 800 on my SATs in the verbal studies. I don't know why.
You were listening to the tape backwards.
No, Tony, it was a reference to The Simpsons. Jesus, remember? When Homer got the tape that was supposed to make him lose weight, and instead it made his verbal skills better.
That's true.
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, I was throwing it lowball, you know.
And he's looking for that metal dealie. He's looking for that metal dealie that you use to dig food.
Yeah.
I was thinking about going to see a hypnotist the other month or so ago about pain management, because I'm constantly in pain with my. Well, I was in constant pain with my knees, but ever since I've been playing football, the pain has stopped. So.
You know,
acupuncture
has actually been proven to help with that. Like, it's one of those, like, you know, mysticism kind of treatments. But a lot of people that I've read that have actually done acupuncture, it actually does work for them. I can't explain why, but
I can't do acupuncture. I got metal in my body.
Oh, okay.
See, what throws me off about like hypnotism and stuff are the instances where like monks are able to do crazy shit.
That's all fucking make-believe.
If you can, like, I don't know, just kind of sit there and relax and get set on fire and be like, nah, I'm cool, then clearly there's a way that you can tap into that with somebody else hypnotizing you. But you gotta be special for that.
Alright, so next time I see Gandhi, right, I'm gonna pour some petrol and gasoline on and light the fucking cunt on fire, yeah?
I think he's dead already.
Dude, he's been dead for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
the
you
next
could go to
Gandhi,
his-
then.
You could go to his grave and do it, I guess.
It's not the Shaun. It's not the Dalai Lama. You can't just. They don't just pick a new Gandhi as soon as one dies.
I'll find the golden child.
Shaun, you are the
You
golden
laugh
child.
now, but the golden child was a good film.
Oh yeah,
Okay, we have a couple callers here. I
What?
think I know who some of them are, but we've got one caller here from the 760 area code. If I'm
know it is.
Caller, what the fuck are you doing awake? It's almost 1 a.m.
760, what's your name? Where are you calling from? Dude, you still haven't figured out a way to get the better sound. All right. What are your sound systems that you're working on?
My name is Kane.
I wish that we could hear this shit, because I think this is funny, but...
Can't hear him.
Is there a way to
No,
turn this
like-
prison up?
He's talking to us from beyond the grave.
Oh, you contacted the Dalai
Do you remember
Lama?
when not Jeff used to do this?
I could hear what's going on with that one. Dude, I really am disappointed. I was hoping that you would have had the sound better.
You need to figure out the sound quality, dude. We can't hear a single thing. You're like,
Yeah.
we can't hear you at all, not even a lick.
Buy a cell phone from this decade, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, let's end this call because we can't understand it.
Get
but
your plant to fucking talk better, dude.
Yeah, you too.
whoever,
Yeah, bye.
whoever
Bye-bye.
it is that is calling in with the whole soundboard thing, we think it's funny. We want to hear it, please call in with better sound quality. Because this could be like an entire episode if we can actually hear anything other than
Dueling soundboards.
Police.
Right. So we have another caller from the, what is it, 111 area code? The old 111.
111, by God.
111, what's up?
Hello?
Yo, what's up, 111? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Gene from Ann Arbor.
What's up, Gene? What do you want to talk about today?
I wanted to bring a new topic to the table. I was wondering, when you guys are getting freaky, I was wondering what positions you like. I was wondering if you like the Bermuda Triangle or the Bronco Buster or the Crab Shuffle or the Eiffel Tower or the Reverse Frog Squat or the Wild Stallion or the G-Spot Jiggy or the Reverse Wild Stallion. Or
I'm personally partial to the stink
or the nose dive, or the corkscrew, or the bullhorn, or the sexy Suzy, or the teleporter, or the wild rodeo, or the wild stallion, or the electric chair, or the Cleveland steamer, or the Alaskan pipeline.
And?
Oh,
I want to know what a sexy Suzy is.
I like a couple of those.
You forgot to mention the Alabama crag
Do you?
dangle.
You are some freaky sons of bitches, I'll tell you that much.
True that.
You guys sure are some rascals.
We don't make the rules.
Risky are we?
All right.
None of the above, but I kind of want to hear some more suggestions.
Thanks for calling in there, Clint Davis.
What'd you say? You want to hear some more suggestions like the Lock and Pose or the Madam Butterfly or the Rainbow Arch or the Rock the Cradle or the Wild Rodeo or the Cat or the Boston Brute or the Swan Experience or the Stand and Receive or the Bike Pump or the Bullhorn or Threading the Needle or the Sniper or the Southern Exposure or the Betty Rocker or the Lock and Load or the Batters Up or the Corkscrew or the Fire Hydrant.
Yeah, like that. Have you got any?
Yeah, that's what we're going for.
I'm not really familiar with the sniper. Can you explain that one to me, please, caller?
Well, you're doing your business, and then right before you go, you aim your member into the woman's retinal area, and you just try to do your best to get some power behind it.
That sounds awesome.
It's pretty cool.
What's the Boston Brute? Because that one stood out to me.
Well, hold on a second.
You looking in your like fucking fuck encyclopedia?
It's in my diary. You know, I'll have to tell you gentlemen about the Boston Brute another time. God bless.
Aww.
Thanks for calling in. Call in every time we do one of these. This is great.
That was a great call.
Yeah.
We should
Mate.
Fucking hell, dog, you
Made
fucking
up for the
stink.
other guy.
I don't know why you block your fucking phone number. You're funny.
Yeah, call in with the real phone number and stuff.
Yeah,
Unless you are
not like-
suddenly from
it's
this
not-
111 area code.
Yeah, I hope you're not from the 201 area code. But if you are,
It's
you've
another
redeemed
potential
yourself.
name of this episode.
The Boston Brute.
Boston Brute.
I'm pretty sure that whole thing was just a string of a name for the show.
Yeah, write them all down and just have that as the episode.
Yeah, dude, that should be like a fucking 50-line long name of all that.
At the very least, I'm going to have to do how we've been titling this something and then or whatever. It's going to have to be like 3 of the ors.
My favorite name for a show is still Muddy Dicks.
What?
He wasn't there for that one.
That episode.
I'm not sure.
We have a lot of great ones. I still, out of all of them, one of my favorites, even though it's not like the most hilarious to just hear off the top of your head, I still really like Envelope of Cookies. Would you just lick it is another great one.
Well, would you?
I don't know, Drew, would you?
Burn
In
yourself?
this case, yes, I would.
So we have a half an hour left on this episode.
No!
Before we run out of time, though, let's knock out our plugs in advance. Who wants to plug some stuff?
Alright, you can find me at Steve Wago on the Twitter, facebook.com/StephenWago, youtube.com/StephenWago, and StephenWago.com. Bada bing,
Who's
bada
up
boom.
next? Nobody's up next.
I'll go next then. I'm so used to going first. You see, this is my problem. Twitch.tv/Shaughnessy1989. YouTube.com/Shaughnessy1989. Twitter, go fuck yourself. Facebook, go fuck yourself. My telephone number is 075 830
Were your eyes closed when you were doing this?
No.
It did sound like that posh voice where he closes his eyes.
Yeah, when you were on the webcam and you were doing that kind of voice, your eyes were closed every time you were doing it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Champagne kisses and caviar dreams.
Now you just sounded like some woman, like some dude in drag, so I don't know what that was.
That was Robin Leach.
It was...
Lifestyles.
It was
Robin
you,
Leach and drag.
Yeah.
It was you failing.
Shut up.
Good old-fashioned Robin Leach.
I am thinking about streaming tomorrow, actually, on Twitch. The last 2 episodes of Wolfenstein. I don't know.
Are you going to get lost?
Probably. Probably for about 2 hours. Considering I got two chapters left.
If you know what the drag thing is, you know what Wago was just typing.
I had a mate fall for some dude in drag once on holidays. It was great. We all knew this dude was a dude, apart from my mate who thought this dude was like the hottest bird on the planet. And we were like egging him on just to go talk to this bloke, and he's like, "Oh, fine, I'll go get his fucking number. Like, go get her number." I was like, "Go on, fucking go for it." And next thing you know, he's snogging this dude's face off in the fucking corner of the bar, and one of my mates had to tell him that he was kissing a dude. And next thing you know, he's just throwing up all over the bar. It's great.
I got talked into going to a drag queen show once. A couple that I was friends with went to this local club called I think it was called Revelations or something. It's like a gay club, and that night they were doing like some drag queen like talent show or something. I'll be honest; those drag queens put a lot of work into their looks. I'll be perfectly honest. You know, sometimes you can't even tell. Like I'm comfortable with myself to say that. You know.
So, this is where you met that new girlfriend.
You.
You beat me to it. I was waiting, sitting on it. Just like, when he gets done, I'm going to hit him with that.
My
He's gonna be
friend
sitting
took
on
me.
it too.
My friend took me clubbing once during Mardi Gras weekend, so I had to like I just wore a t-shirt saying, "I'm not gay, I'm straight, so leave me the fuck alone." And yeah, I had
During
3
Mardi
dudes.
Gras?
I had 3 dudes come up to me and wanted my number. I was like, "You're not fucking having it. Fuck off, you queer cunts. What you do in your bedroom is fine. Just don't bring it out in the streets."
Well, now you know
Really,
how
you-
all those ladies feel when you approach them.
Yeah.
Wow.
I bet they were just aching to take their shirts off in front of you.
Oh,
Love-
AJ was
I love
there?
the women.
Sure, you missed out.
All right,
old
since I've already
Ash.
embarrassed myself enough as is, let me get.
But to be fair, Miguel's future girlfriend was at Mardi Gras.
I zoned out.
I don't think he was here when he heard our initial opening story, but okay. Let me get my plugs out of the way then. Twitter.com/unmovieshow is where you can go to subscribe to our Twitter feed. From there, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find the link there. As far as the main show, the Untitled Movie Show, I'm figuring out what to do with that right now. It's been off.
Renaming it?
No, it's been on hiatus for about 2 weeks now, and I'm not sure if it's going to be on hiatus for a 3rd week while our network takes care of its issues that they're going on. So for now, just keep it on our Twitter page, twitter.com/unmovieshow. Follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to the official YouTube channel. I just put up part 2. I had to split up one of our previous episodes. Episode 7, our comic book movies episode, which is in 2 parts. So check that out on our official YouTube page. You can find the link there on our Twitter, twitter.com/unmovieshow.
Shaun, you made a mistake. He can't rename it. He has to name it first.
Ah. That's the problem. I got a stupid question for you guys, right?
Shoot.
You know these electric razors with the 3 heads? The circle ones.
I know
Yeah,
what you're talking about. The one kind of in a triangle thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
right. I had one of them for Christmas. I'm still yet to use it because I'm fucking shit scared of it.
The only one I've used just snagged my hair, so I just use a normal blade.
Because that's what
What
I'm
do you
used
guys
to.
use? Because I've never been able to get a good shave with anything other than a Gillette Mach 3.
I use a Gillette Mach 3.
I've got a
Like, I've used a couple different types of Schick ones that were like, completely different types.
Well,
And
Stone Cold
I've
Steve
used-
Austin will tell you to go to Dollar Shave Club.
I've used even the Gillette Mach 3 Turbo, where it has the extra one. That doesn't shave as close as the
What
Mach
about Gillette
3.
Fusion? Have you tried those?
Basically the
I
same
don't think
thing.
I don't think I had that one, but if it's the same as Turbo, it probably would run the same thing. I've never had a straight shave, but I've heard that that's the best.
I've had a Braun multi-tool that had like the trimmer and shaver
Yeah, you are a
all in one.
multi-tool.
I have the
It's-
Mach 3 that vibrates. It's awesome.
I don't know. I don't know if you guys have this over in America, but the Wilkinson Soul Quattro is pretty good.
I don't think that we have that. I've used
the Rockin' Sword Quattro.
the Rockin' Sock Quarter.
The
The Rocket
Wilkinson
Suck
Soul.
Connect.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I'll send you a picture so you guys.
The
can
Wilkinson.
fuck
What?
TNA.
Wilkinson Sword, you said, right?
Yeah, Wilkinson Sword. Yeah.
It's called the Sword.
That sounds kind of badass.
Yeah, I want to shave with a sword. That
Yeah.
sounds awesome.
I'll put
wait a
I'll put in the
minute,
group chat thing
I
too.
think Wilkinson is the international brand for Gillette because they have.
No,
the
we
Wilkinson
got Gillette.
Sword. Really? Because that sees here it's the Wilkinson Sword Quattro, the Wilkinson Sword
Oh.
Hydro 5. I know there's
Well,
another
if
brand
it's-
that has these, but I
Schick does.
Chick, yes. So I think Wilkinson
Yeah.
might be the like how Lay's is the brand here, but Walker's is the brand over there. I think that might
Walker's
be
is so much better than Lay's.
So Wilkinson, if that's the same as Schick, then that would suck because Schick is terrible for me at the very least. I never just doesn't shave anything. It just pulls everything out, and I'm like, well, if I wanted to do that, I'd just I don't know, rip out the fucking hairs.
Gillette shaving cream is the only cream I can use for my face because otherwise I'll come up in fucking bad acne and shit. So I use
don't-
the Gillette. cream
Maybe
for
I
that.
can throw this question out to some of our female audiences. What is the attraction with like men that use like the oldie time like straight razor? Because I've got female friends of mine, and that's a turn on for them. Like that their guys can use like a straight razor instead of one of these the multi-bladed ones that you guys were talking about, or a machine like the oldie time the
I've
one that you have to
never
like
heard of
sharpen
this.
on. a crop.
I have a better question, right? Why does my mum and my sister constantly steal my fucking razors?
Because they're probably better.
Fucking bitches. Don't any of your women in your life steal your razors or no?
Never had that done to me.
Nope.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's just
You
just
see,
like
the people who live in my house respect me.
The only reason a woman would steal my razors is because she loves my beard and she wants it to grow.
oh yeah, that's understandable. Beards.
Maybe the
awesome.
friends of yours, Miguel, that really like the straight razor thing. Maybe they were just really big fans of Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, perhaps they just want you to cut your throat with the straight razor. You never know.
Oh no, I would never do that. I have nowhere near the wrist control to be able to use one of those. I will stick with the machine.
So what you're saying is you would successfully cut your throat.
Yeah,
Well,
I would
Miguel-
actually. I might
Miguel,
actually
you cut
successfully
your throat
cut
with
my
this?
throat.
Yeah, you should shave with it. I find it hot when people shave with these. Oh, my throat.
Am I hot yet?
Yeah.
I would get that done though. I mean, like that. I
What,
don't go
your
to a
throat cut?
barber. Yeah, I'd
I wouldn't trust a fucking barber with it. You fucking insane.
You're
lose your fucking
afraid
head.
of hairdressers, so no wonder. But no, I mean,
you
I
know.
don't go to a barber. I just get my hair cut at this place called Great Clips, and that's just a normal, fucking hair cutting kind of place. But barbers are the only ones I think that actually do the straight razor shave.
There's a
And-
difference between hairdressers and barbers, all right? Hairdressers go to college for 4 years, right? Barbers practice out of a back corner shop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and barbers are normally better.
Yeah, I back when I was living in Jersey, that was mostly what they had. We didn't have like supercuts or anything like that. We just had like corner store barbers. And if you really wanted to get like the over the top styled hair, you'd go to there. You know, if you just needed a quick cut, you'd try to see if you can find the super cuts or anything like that. They didn't really have, you know, corner store barbers or anything like that around here. It's all just franchises.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a short back and sides.
That's what I used to get.
That's what I still get. Because I do my own hair.
Well, if I say short back and sides to an American barber, they go, huh?
No, because they do it by numbers. It's like, what's your number?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have like I think I have a 5 on the top with scissors and a 4 on the rest.
Well, I have
that's what I get.
Well, not, if that's the case, I have a 3 on the sides and back, and I have a 4 on top.
I used to get a 3 side and back, and just a little bit longer on the top.
I don't like my hair to be too short. Then I start looking odd.
I had one at the Supercuts near me who was really cool because I would just go up to her and be like, "Can you give me a Fury cut?" It's the haircut that Brad Pitt had in the movie Fury. That kind of like almost like a pomp, but not really. All I had to do was say that, and she got it perfect. And she quit, unfortunately. So I haven't been able to find anybody to give me that same haircut.
It's so much easier when they have like in the system what you do. Like, I get my hair cut by a friend of mine, and I'm just like, "Yeah, do what you did before." And it's like, all right.
No, I got a great.
I only get 2 haircuts a year, so I normally just get it cut short and then just let it grow out again.
You're fucking lucky. I gotta get a haircut like every 4 weeks, or else I'm all over the place.
Well, I let mine grow out long, so
that's true.
I go about once a month. Every once in a while, I'll just go in and go, surprise me.
I got my hair...
And then they slap you with their dick.
I got my hair once every 6 months.
Surprise!
No, usually when I do that, they just go like really like a 1 on the sides, and then they'll like do something. They won't even like buzz the top. Jesus. They'll just trim it to a point where you can do stuff with it. That's usually what they do every time, which I'm fine with.
So it's not much of a surprise if they do that
at this point, it's not much of a surprise. It's not like they're like, yeah, I'm gonna give you a frohawk right now. Or a
Drew
mohawk.
comes out looking like Jack Swagger.
It'd be great if they like carved something in. Like...
Yeah, they carved the knob in the back of your head.
Right.
Yeah. So like they give me one of those like streaks, not a blue streak like Paden have, like just like one of those like small streaks of like a Nike symbol or something on like the side of my head.
Paden, do you dye your hair yourself or do you get somebody else to do it?
It depends if I'm in the mood. If I need a haircut, if I'm going to get a haircut and I need it dyed, I'll usually just get it done together. But I've done it myself before too.
What color are you on right now?
It is a cobalt blue. I get it dyed extra dark so I can wait longer between getting it dyed. That way when it starts to fade, it's still like kind of a nice color.
Didn't you have it purple recently?
I did like blue with some purple on like the bottom roots part of it, and then as it grew out, the purple showed more.
So do you use Manic Panic, or what brand do you use?
No, I buy from the salon that I go to.
There you go.
He goes to the same place that Solomon Crow does.
What hair gel do you use, Tony? What brand?
LA Looks, I think.
LA.
I don't know.
He uses an industrial brand. It's like a big
basically
huge joke.
It's whatever it is. I think it's LA Looks, but they have them based on numbers, and this one's 10.
I feel like that means it's like the super hold.
It's the one that like it's supposed to be able to hold if you're in like
a pool,
sports and stuff like that. It never does, because my hair like is thick enough that it kind of just.
Man, you've been saying like all night.
I tell you what you should use. I don't know if you get it over there. Is Dax hair wax? That's pretty good.
I use
Dax hair wax.
I don't use wax. If I ever, or not wax. I don't use. Fuck me. I don't use.
I would love to, but bend you over and can slap that ass.
Who are you talking to?
What?
I came out of nowhere. Are you talking to Drew?
What the fuck, man?
Drew did say "fuck me," so
yes. He did.
I got it.
I don't use gel in my hair. My bad. I use a paste, and it's called from a company called Gatsby. It's a Japanese company, and it's
is it great?
Good, huh?
I got it, Tony. I got it. Don't worry.
That's a lot easier to get than Shaun saying he wants to fuck Drew. I didn't hear that part.
He wants to fuck him on the vert.
I'm pretty man want to fuck him on the vert.
Yo, let me do this vert first. Come here, Drew.
Why does
I'll give him a
Dax
sexy
hair
Suzy.
wax sound like it's something that should be advertised on like an old game show. Like,
It
you
should
won
come-
rice-a-roni and a bottle of Dax
Oh, you-
hair wax.
Here's
If
those
you want to get your hair waxed, use Dax.
It sounds like it should come in a shoe polish tin.
Yeah, that's what I was
you are.
picturing too.
Come here, Drew.
Sorry.
Sean wants to do the Boston Brute to you.
There you go.
I don't know where just the cat.
You actually do have it on Amazon. It's pretty good.
It does come in a little shoe polish tin.
It smells like shoe polish as well,
Probably is shoe polish.
but it works fucking wonders. Fair play.
It's one of those like multi-use kind of things. It's hair gel and it's shoe polish and it's rust removal and you can cook with it.
Oh, this shit lasts.
I found the definition for Boston Brute. Boston Brute is a sexual position. Wow, they can barely spell. Let me try and decipher this. The female lies on her back with her legs extended in the air, while the male, with his back facing her, sits on her thighs and carefully bends his penis into her.
Oh, fuck, you know, this is painful as fuck.
That is pretty brutal.
That's what.
Do they have the bike pump on there, or the?
Yeah, there's the bike pump.
The sniper.
The sexy Suzy, the crab shuffle,
the cat.
Is this all? Is this all Urban Dictionary stuff, or?
So what's the What did you want me to look up?
Sexy Suzy.
This episode sponsored by Urban Dictionary.
And Dax Wax.
And kayfabe news.
As far as hair product, if
When two guys called Dave tape their cock ends together, lubricate, and take turns stroking the aforementioned double-length penis until each ejaculate into each other's japside.
What?
Why specifically Dave?
I don't know. Apparently, it's two guys named Dave.
You can always do the good old-fashioned Triple H.
you bury your partner for several years?
You, what you do is, like a girl gives you head, and when you once you get off their mouth,
Yeah, we get it.
Stomach, it forces the semen in a manner of how Triple H sprays water out of his mouth.
So yeah, man, who hasn't done their plugs?
I had to Google Soulja Boy's Superman song when that first came out. I didn't have a fucking clue what it was. Didn't understand when I was a kid. I was like, what the fuck is you singing about? What the fuck is Superman this hoe? And then I Googled and I was like, this is so wrong. So very wrong.
I think Calen and Drew and Paden haven't done their plugs.
All right, I'll go. You can follow me on the Twitter machine at Calen Ferris. And if you want to take me on in Simpsons trivia, you can try to do that too.
Drew, Paden?
I'm gonna create a Kickstarter, and it's get Calen to go to Greenfield for Trivia Night Fund.
I'll do that. I mean, if there's a Kickstarter paying for it, sure.
I want to start a Kickstarter.
Kickstarter.
Can you with your knee problems?
When you're gonna come visit me in hospital when I have my knee surgery, Annie?
You gonna use the Kickstarter to help fund the trip over? I will.
Well, wow. If I get $1,000, then yeah,
Then I will.
happy days. There you go.
Happy fucking days.
Raise $1,000. Tony, come over to Wales and visit me in hospital. For the extra,
Take some selfies.
for the extra $200 that I want a gaming PC. So happy days. Well, it will go
Paden,
towards my
you want to throw any
PC.
plugs out there?
Just check out all the cool content that we continue to have here on Mega Powers Radio at megapowersradio.com.
Alright guys, my side of plugs, fanboysanonymous.com for all the geek culture stuff. You can find that on iTunes, Stitcher, and youtube.com/fanboysanonymous. Obviously, you're listening to the All Talk Show now. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and all the other avenues like that. If you are listening live and you don't know about the YouTube channel, that's youtube.com/alltalkshow. And if you're listening on All Talk Show's YouTube channel and you want to listen live, we do these on Mega Powers Radio, and you can get aware of when we're going to do that by subscribing to our Facebook account, facebook.com/alltalkshow. Joining in the Mega Maniacs group too. We usually post something about that too. So if you're into the wrestling side of things, then make sure that you join in that group. And, of course, if you are into wrestling, then go to smarkoutmoment.com and follow everything that we have going on there. Let's see, we have a couple more minutes left, but anybody have any topics, or should we just end this off?
Let's end this shit now.
Got one vote for ending, and no votes for anything else.
I didn't get a chance to say what kind of hair product I use.
Go for it.
If my hair
I use
no. If my hair is still technically short, if I just gotten it cut, I'll use a gel. But if I'm trying to grow it out, then I'll use a mousse. Just to keep it from sticking into one place too much.
Chocolate mousse.
It's getting to that time of year where I have to start waxing my legs. Do you guys want to know about that?
What?
You wax your legs?
Well, I gotta wax.
Time of year.
I gotta wax. I gotta wax my left leg because because
It's on
of
the
all
calendar.
because of all the surgeries I've had on my right leg, because of all the scar damage on it, I don't have any hair growing over the scars and shit.
So
it's all patchy.
You've got one.
So it's all patchy and shit on my right leg. So I have to wax the right leg so it looks fucking fine, and then I gotta wax the fucking left leg to match.
His leg looks like Abdullah the Butcher's forehead.
It's fucking horrible.
Be better than looking like George the Animal Steel's body.
Maybe we can start a Kickstarter to buy you leg hair, which they can surgically attach.
Isn't George dead?
No, George the Animal Steel. No, he's alive.
I thought he died of a heart attack, or he had diabetes and lost a foot.
I think he might have lost a toe or some sort.
No, that's Kamala, isn't it?
Kamala lost a foot.
Well, the same person.
Well, it's not like he lost it. Like he's just like, where'd it go?
It's the same person in essence, isn't he? Let's be honest.
Yeah, he's still alive according to the old Wikipedia.
Not anymore. I'm going to change it. He's going to die in a bathtub with a toaster.
My favorite Kamala story. Jerry, why do you keep drawing a banana on my belly?
He really said that?
Yeah, he thought he was drawing a banana on his belly the whole time. He didn't realize it was a moon.
Wow.
Apparently there was heat between Kamala and Andre because Andre would call him the N-word. I'd read something about that.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
he's French,
did
isn't
you.
he?
With Andre's accent, I would love to hear him say that. Hear how he pronounces that. That'd be amazing.
I would like to hear the Greek Ali say that word.
Oh, they should just have Colin do so many different things. Have him try to do Shakespeare.
My cat is just screaming on the other side of the door.
I love how whenever you read translated interviews of Kali, he sounds so eloquent.
The sad thing is, during the longest job, I could actually understand everything he was saying. Well, the whole 9 yards or whatever.
Yeah, because he has 2 lines in the movie.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, there was 50 takes of it.
Probably.
And they redub it.
I think that even in the movie they put subtitles. I remember
Yeah, they do put subtitles.
He says 2 words and he's just like, "I'll play," and that's it.
Oh no, he also says thanks for helping us out. Now I won't have to stab you.
Oh yeah, he says that too. Yeah.
He looks like such a badass in that film, and then he went to WWE and that shit happened.
Well, he was in WWE before that, right?
No, it was through The Longest Yard that Vince discovered him.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I didn't know that.
He looks actually buff in that movie too. Too bad when he got to WWE, he just got flab.
It's kind of like have you guys heard that rumor that Vince wants to pick up that one strong looking guy from Game of Thrones, the one that was at the NXT taping?
Not surprised we're sitting next to Stephanie McMahon. We were talking about that.
Yeah.
The Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
That should be
They'll
his
probably
name,
call
too.
him that. Yeah.
They probably can't call him that because it's Game of Thrones.
They'll get the
Did they
rights
call him that
to
in
it.
Game of Thrones, Paden? Or is that just
Yeah, no, that's his character name from Game of Thrones, which is from George R. R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire book series. So there's no way they would get that name.
Not a chance.
They'll call
Maybe they
him,
can call him
call him the
something that's
hill.
close to it, though.
The real
They'll
mountain.
call him Avalanche or something.
The molehill.
He could be the one-man mountain or something like that.
Man Mountain Rock.
They could just give him a name.
The volcano.
Chet.
Chet the Jet.
Coming out of the ring. 8 feet fucking tall. 500 pounds. Jim.
He could be the Boston Brute.
Yeah.
That actually reminds me. Nathan Jones is in Mad Max Fury Road, and he actually has a pretty substantial part. He's like the right-hand man of the big bad in that movie, and he's actually pretty good. I mean, he doesn't have much lines, but is a big, imposing figure.
Jones. Fuck it out. What a flop he was.
Yeah, he sucked that much that they said, take it, you know what, just have a handicap match. We'll let him do a run-in.
Yeah.
He's not responsible enough to be a tag partner.
They sacrificed a Taker WrestleMania match because of him.
Wasn't his tag team partner Matt Morgan?
Yes, at one point. I think for like Survivor Series. It was like Matt Morgan, The Big Show, Nathan Jones, and some other big guys. I think A-Train was on that list.
The 2003 one when it was Team Brock Lesnar?
Oh, yeah, it was Brock Lesnar, yeah.
Yeah, I think A-Train was on it too. I think, wasn't Cena and like Benoit the sole survivors of that one?
Was it on Kurt Angle's team?
Let me see. Hold on. Series 2003.
Thanks for the commentary.
I'm going to get a soda pop.
I hate when people call it that.
Oh yeah, that was Team Angle was Kurt Angle, Benoit, Cena, Hardcore Holly, and Bradshaw against Brock Lesnar, Big Show,
Holly.
Matt Morgan, Nathan Jones, and A-Train.
Got a comment here from Bubba from the backwoods. My balls are wet in spandex.
Nice.
Thanks, Bubba.
Thanks for the heads up.
You want to use some talcum powder?
Alrighty, I think that'll rule us out for this episode.
Are you sure?
We should probably shut up for now. But thank you all for listening in and getting through this podcast. Thank you to the callers, especially the caller that called in with all the different sex talk stuff, because definitely call in again. That was great. But make sure that you guys subscribe to all the different things we have here. Join in on the next episode. We always like it when people call in, when people just goof off in the chat and, give us shit to talk about and stuff like that. But that'll do us in for this episode. We will see you next time, everybody. Adios.